Let's go! Welcome to Huddle Up Blues. My name is Samuel. On Huddle Up Blues, we have a community of fans that have open dialogue about Chelsea Football Club without any holds barred. If you fit this description, welcome to this channel. If you don't fit this description, welcome to this channel. I hope that you like, you comment, and share this video with anybody that's interested in this kind of content. The reason for this video is that we would like to talk a little bit about why Chelsea Football Club is not scoring enough goals under Tuchel. Alright, so Tuchel so far has made a quite impressive start to his managerial career at Chelsea. In his first 9 games, he's unbeaten with 6 wins and 3 draws so far. That's a decent turnaround given the state of Chelsea when he arrived and how little time he's had to implement his tactics. What is most noteworthy is that Chelsea has not scored more than 2 goals in any of these games so far. To Tuchel's credit though, we have not been conceding a lot of goals on the other end. We have 7 clean sheets out of the total 9 games that Tuchel has been in charge. We have only conceded 1 goal from an opposition player in the away game against Southampton when Minamino made our defense look silly after a lapse in concentration in the heart of our defense. The other goal was that own goal by Rudiger when he casually passed the ball past Mendy after communication error between the two of them. So the question remains, why aren't we scoring enough goals? I'm sure a lot of Chelsea fans are wondering this, and it's becoming an issue that we're not doing it. So in this video I will provide 3 reasons that we as Chelsea Football Club under Tuchel aren't scoring enough goals. And number 1, which is quite obvious, Tuchel has just gotten there. He has not had enough time to implement his tactics. He was thrown right into the fire mid-season, which is never an ideal situation for a manager. We can see the solidity, and there are indeed patterns of play all around the field. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Sarri ball in many ways, where we hold a lot of possession and we rarely show enough quality in the final third. Although under Sarri, if you remember correctly, Sarri ball eventually brought us glory at the end when Chelsea won the Europa League, defeating Arsenal 4-1 in the final. This leads me to the next point. Tuchel does not have the players yet. It does not have his players yet. Tuchel has adapted this 3 in the back, usually the 3-4-2-1 formation, with wingbacks since he took charge, reminiscent of Antonio Conte's Premier League winning Blues of 2016-2017. A lot of Chelsea fans remember those guys. We've seen players such as Marcos Alonso, Rudiger, Jorginho, Callum Hudson-Odoi play such a significant role under Tuchel's tutelage. And since Tuchel has taken the reins in Cobham, who knew we would see Callum Hudson-Odoi playing as a wingback ever? I didn't. Players like Ziyech, Pulisic, Reece James have been reduced to the cameos off the bench because currently there aren't the profile of players Tuchel needs to play this high possession football. Let's hope he finds a way to fit them in though, because that is a lot of quality we're missing in the final third. He may not have bought these players, but he must, however, find a way to bed them into his philosophy. Sarri had many game winners during his time as Chelsea manager. They include Eden Hazard. We had Pedro, we had Giroud, Loftus-Cheek in good form, and we had Prime Kepa. I mean, you guys cannot forget the heroics he pulled against Frankfurt in the Europa League semi-final. Tuchel needs to find his own game winners. And number 3, our play is not positive enough. I mean, much like Sarri ball, our play involves passing the ball from the back and building play slowly through our back 3 and the goalkeeper. We evade the press and we move the ball usually by finding a Jorginho right there in the pivot, or Kovacic, who feeds the open channels for overlapping wingbacks and in some cases center backs. If you remember the Aspi goal, it was kind of what happened where Aspi made that he was determined to get in the box where he was able to score. When done correctly though, this can be a potent way of breaking teams down and exploiting the weakness of the defenses. The wingbacks enjoy a lot of freedom and space on the wings, and when they put in good crosses, good things happen. However, we have seen a lot of hesitation in our players to take on their man and commit players. Very obvious in our game against Manchester United over the weekend. We rarely showed bravery in the final third and would rather hold on to possession instead of taking a risk that could potentially lead to a goal. I've seen countless times when we would pass the ball all the way back to our center back or even to Mendy in goal when we were just perfectly situated outside of the opponent penalty box. This can be difficult to watch at times, and some people would even consider it boring at times. It appears that our players don't want to be the ones responsible for giving up play while choosing to attempt a safe pass instead of making a game-splitting one. We don't take a lot of shots outside the box, and when we do, it hasn't been taken well. Sometimes I wish that Kovacic had Lampard's shooting coach, and so they can get his shooting skills up to a level, because so far there's nothing to write home about. In conclusion, I believe in Tuchel. I know a lot of you do as well. I know with time he will solve many of these issues in our attack. I'd like to give him credit for the work that has been done so far and expect that this is only the beginning. I want you guys to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about why Chelsea isn't scoring enough goals in our attack so far. My name is Samuel. This is Huddle Up Blues. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.